for Arts Projects, also known as GAP, is the largest grant-making program at the National Endowment for the Arts. In this video, we will go over the GAP program description, highlighting some important things to know. For full information, please review the Grant Program Guidelines and Application Instructions PDFs found on the Grants for Arts Projects webpage. Through project-based funding, GAP supports a range of arts activities to enable Americans throughout the nation to experience the arts, foster and celebrate America's artistic heritage and cultural legacy, and benefit from arts education at all stages of life. We also support arts and health programs, including creative arts therapies that advance the well-being of people and communities. We give direct grants to a variety of organizations, including arts organizations, local arts agencies, arts service organizations, local education agencies, and others that can help advance the NEA's mission. We support first-time and returning applicants and organizations serving rural, urban, suburban, and tribal communities of all sizes in all 50 states and U.S. jurisdictions. GAP funding is project-based, which means that your application should be for a specific set of activities, such as an exhibition, a production of a play, or a festival, to name a few examples. We do not give general operating or seasonal support. We support a wide variety of project sizes. A project does not need to be big to be competitive. Additionally, a project can be an existing program that your organization produces or presents each year, or it can be for a brand new project. We strongly encourage applications for arts projects that focus on one or more agency priorities, which can be found on our website at www.arts.gov/grants/priorities. In your application, you'll be asked to describe your proposed project in detail. Be sure to include information about specific activities that will take place during the project period, artists, productions, performances, exhibitions, publications, and/or works of art that will be a part of the project, and the content of themes of activities and works of art. For project components that include creation, include information about the process to develop the new works. We also want to hear about related components, including engagement, outreach, or educational activities. There are some activities and costs that you should not include in your application. We'll go over a few examples here, but a more comprehensive list can be found in the GAP Grant Program Guidelines PDF. We do not fund the creation of new organizations, facility construction, purchase, or renovation, social activities such as receptions, subgranting or regranting with the exception of eligible local arts agencies, and individual elementary and secondary schools, although we do support school districts. Applications are accepted under 13 different subcategories, which we call disciplines. These include arts education, Challenge America, dance, design and art town, folk and traditional arts, literary arts, local arts agencies, museums, music, opera, presenting and multidisciplinary works, theater and musical theater, and visual and media arts. Each discipline has their own application instructions PDF, where they have identified several types of projects they encourage and accept. You should select the discipline that best suits the content of your project, which may differ from your organization type. If you're unsure which discipline best suits your project, our staff is more than happy to discuss the options with you, so please reach out to us at apply@arts.gov. One area where there is common confusion is for projects focused on arts learning and education. Our arts education discipline is specifically focused on projects geared toward pre-K through 12th grade students and the educators and artists who support them. Projects submitted to the arts education discipline must incorporate robust measures to assess student and/or teacher learning in arts education, with assessment of student learning and alignment with state or national arts standards. If your arts learning project does not fit in the arts education discipline, we welcome arts learning projects in our other disciplines. These types of projects may include youth programs with a focus on short-term exposure to or appreciation of the arts, youth programs that do not include robust student assessment, and programs serving adults and intergenerational groups. Now we'll go over a few tips. Applications are not compared to each other. Every application is reviewed on its own in relation to the review criteria. Additionally, panelists will not receive information about your previous applications or grants with the NEA as part of their review. Make sure you have a clearly outlined plan in your application and have identified the who, what, when, and where of your project so that panelists can understand the scope of your planned activities. We also encourage you to volunteer to be a panelist. It's a great way to learn about the process. There's a link to sign up on the main grants page on our website, www.arts.gov/grants. And if you know any friends or colleagues who would be good panelists, encourage them to sign up as well. Finally, start early. Each part of the application process can be time-consuming, so give yourself enough time to complete each step. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please reach out to NEA staff at apply@arts.gov.